What's up, guys? It's been a while, but I have something I wanted to show you, which is this little layout that I've got set up. It took a while to be able to make something like this, and to be completely honest, um, I'd like to have a few changes to it, but right now I don't have the funds to. That part you don't care about, but I want to show you the progress on it. So basically, I wanted to have a small table with pretty much all Thomas Wooden Railway things. Preferably everything in clickety clack track and preferably around that area or era of the Wooden Railway franchise. It, as you can see, it didn't happen that way, as those are, I think that was 2018, 2017, Annie and Clarabelle right there with Wilbert. So that kind of failed in its own way. But I think it's turned out pretty great. And as you see, these are just like little fold out tables. So I did not have much room, but I think I can get away with it. That's how it is. It did take a while to be able to fit it all like this. And I pretty much jammed it with as much things to look at as possible. I did show somebody it at one point, and they said it looked like something out of a yearbook. And I thought that was kind of cool that they thought that. And I can kind of see where they got it from now. Anyway, there's a lot to see in this layout, as a lot of it is pretty much things that a lot of people don't see anymore. Usually all old stuff or things that are kind of harder to find anymore, like the transfer table in this condition with the signs and then the red guardrail piece. A lot of the times those are missing. Majority of the time they're missing. Things like that. The windmill, I do have a new version of the windmill. My old one did not have the base. Have one with the base now. Looks so much better. Just small things like that that really I didn't think would affect my layouts, but actually looks a lot better. So this is kind of like a small little orchard area. I do need to buy more trees. I hate buying trees and things of that nature, but I'm slowly finding out that it does really lift your layout look, makes it look a lot better. So it's pretty much just a father and his son watching the engines go by, and like that's their truck in the back there. Over here is pretty busy section. Got Toby, Edward, Gordon over here in Big City Engine, Trevor's in his field, watching over, making sure things go okay. Here's another new piece of mine. This is the water mill. It is missing the top, but that won't be too hard to either just create one on my own or just buy one. Yeah, I like bridges. We'll get to that in a minute. Coming on this side here, we've got Spencer and Bear. Bear just pulled into the station and Spencer's leaving. There's some pretty cool things in these two little stations that I will show you here in just a second. Oliver and Douglas there. Then on the other side, you probably saw it from the other side, but there's Molly and Boko. I want to show you a little something with these two stations. So these are Brio. Pretty sure I did a video showing this. Did not with this. Here's one. I don't know if this one's actually Thomas Brand. I'm gonna say that it is. And it looks like Imaginarium or another brand like that. But if you thought it looked like Brio, you'd be correct. There is another one here that I'll show you along that style. Just on top of that, there's the Brio there, Britt Allcroft. See if it'll focus. There you go. 1996. I wonder how many people knew these existed. These are cool. I like the look of these a lot better than the ones that was that Learning Curve came out with. That wasn't Brio. So there's the normal one that you would see, the Learning Curve Workman there. Then up top there, I love these Brio stations. There's so much detail in them. That is the Brio Workman. I'll pull the Learning Curve one next to them. So they are smaller, but something about them I like a lot more. It might be just the wood color. This one looks heavily stained and slightly darker wood, as this one is not. Put them back down here. Then I do believe I had one more here. It's the mother. I'm assuming there was the family of 4, or it could have just been a female in general. So I'm assuming this is the counterpart to it, the Learning Curve. They're almost identical, basically, besides the color pattern. The stance is pretty much the same. The backs of all of them are pretty much identical too. I mean, you're not identical, but pretty much just the back of a person. Not much changes. I do believe that was the only Brio ones that I had. I thought I had one more, but I guess not. And you have the Brio guy down there. So yeah, on these bridges. So originally, when I designed this, it was going to stop at the end of the table. So originally it was only just this side. Someone said, well, they didn't like the look of it, how it just ended. That's when this came into play. Obviously, I'm not going to make a whole wraparound. If I could, I would have. Look at that Thomas, though. It looks so good. I love that Thomas. It's amazing. Anyway, on the bridges here, obviously, realism isn't exactly part of it. More or less just for show. We have James with the Knapford Express coach, and then just Express coach. That is a Light and Sounds Thomas. Is probably one of my favorite Thomases. The front of him looks excellent. Henry here with Old Slow coach and an Express coach. Percy with mail cars. Oh, and then Scotsman's here, having a good time there in the shed. Then there's smaller bits of road throughout the small layout. As you can see, there's a Caroline there with a small bit of road. Coming to the other section here, that might look familiar. I thought that because I'm going to have a 2-layer bridge, might as well try this out. And it is the Surprised Face Thomas. Thought that was very fitting for the situation that he is in. So over here we got the fire crew. They're heading out to wherever they need to go. Rosie there. New addition is Cranky. I never actually had the wooden railway Cranky. He is now a thing. I actually have another one somewhere. I don't know where he went. So this is very busy down here. Here, looking through here. Very confusing here. We got Emily with the barrel cars. G199 and D261 coming through with a big load of oil tank. No, that's fuel tankers, not oil. Neville, you don't see him too often anymore. Or he's not very talked about in the community with a furniture car. One of my favorite destinations is the coal mine. And we've got, looks like some action going on there. I guess something broke down or needs fixed. Vinny is on the other side here with Scruffy. Sounds like it's on derailed, but it's not. Interesting. speaking of things that needed the second piece, I am missing. I'm pretty sure there's another piece to this. I've seen it with and without another bottom piece. Like, it looks like it would go with another piece. Coming through here, Diesel, Hank, and Neil with Murdoch in the background there. Rosie up top. I think I said something about her already. Bulstrode there. George, the custom character that I made. I'm really proud of that, even though it's kind of basic. Proud of it, though. I did just have a comment. That's actually kind of... I was going to make just a video about this. Had a comment ask how I made it. This is the front end of a take and play Arthur. Didn't know take and plays are pretty simple to take apart. All it just needs a drill and a bit. And just drill out the rivets that hold it together. And it just comes right apart. And you can see I just used another Thomas that I had out of the long line of them that I've got laying around. Added the stripes and things, and that's how he came to be. Butch is helping out over there too. And if you didn't believe me that I have a long line of Thomases, it's in disarray now because I just kind of blew through them, putting them on the layout. But yeah, that is a lot of Thomases. Some of them, as you can see, are much more loved than others. So you come over here, I'll show you this Thomas here. This one's really cool, but he is really messed up. I mean, he's seen better days. I think this is my only flat magnet Thomas, to be quite honest. Then we've got this Edward here. He's seen better days too. Missing his dome. That's actually not the only engine I have that's missing his dome. My Henry is missing it as well. My very first Henry. Speaking of Henry, here's another very well-loved one. I think these all came from the same owner. I did buy them individually from the guy that I always buy things from. He used to buy lots and things like that of Wooden Railway. I'm assuming these all came from the same person. So they're very well loved. Then we've got Percy over here. Same way, very well loved. I'm assuming these were outside toys for somebody. I actually don't know where the Henry with the dome missing went. I know I have him around here somewhere. Oh, here he is. All the way up here. This was my very first Wooden Railway. And as you can see, just like the Edward, his dome is missing. Not entirely sure how I managed to do that. There's a couple of other really used ones. That one does not count. 12 gauge. Pretty much decimated this Percy. I was kind of hoping not that much, but I don't know why. I didn't expect it to just blow it into infinity. A lot of Percys here have seen love. That Henry, I think I pointed him out already. So this was not my doing. This came like that. Very interesting. I have another Thomas. Where did it go? Here it is. This is cool. How a child managed to do that. Guy said he actually got it like this. That's impressive. I almost want to send this to Leo Kim Video, to be completely honest. He would love this way more than I would. So I have done nothing to this. I bought a thing of really loved Wooden Railway engines and rolling stock. This was in it. This, and then there's a birdie that I have. I'm going to set him up here. Here's a duck. Had nothing to do with that. This is not my doing. Where'd it go? Here it is. This birdie's pretty much stripped of his paint. His face has almost come off. Like, wow. It's impressive, some of the amount of destruction that some of them have gone through. Same with the Neville. I really do wish Leo could have gotten that one, to be honest, now I'm thinking about it. Because he's always looking at very well-loved things. That Thomas, very, very well-loved. I would have loved to give that to him along with this old flat magnet Thomas there. He'd probably appreciate those more than I would. Anyway, getting off topic. But that was the main topic. Sorry about the little side piece there. What do you guys think? I do need more trees and things. Working on that. Anything you think I should add? I want to try to get as much Thomas brand things on this as possible. These are going to stay. I'm not getting rid of the Brio stations, but everything else, probably going to try to scoot them away. Kind of like these here for the fuel depot. I'm probably going to try and get some fuel cars and tear the bottom off and place them there. Things of that nature. What do you think? Did I do good? Did I not? Tell me in the comments.